Hi guys, welcome back. It's Lauren here, aka Flossabilities, and today is Tuesday, the 10th of May. It's about 8:15 in the morning, so sorry for the hair and things, I'm trying my best. And today is my birthday. Yay! Bit of a strange day to film on, I agree. I was hoping to film last weekend and for stitchy reasons it didn't happen. More on that in a minute. So guys, got a fun fill video today. Those who've watched me for a while know I took a break last month. I just needed it, guys. I really didn't want to. I missed filming, but I think you could tell my last couple of videos have been a bit down and a bit lackluster. Work was getting on top of me. It was extremely busy. We went back to the office to combat the busyness, and I lost my stitchy bug. I got hacked in January, my Instagram account, and I think it was just all getting to me a bit. But everything's much better. We're back to hybrid working, a bit of both office and home. I've had some holidays, like I've got today off. I had Easter holidays. I've got a long break at the end of this month for a wedding. So yeah, things are getting back on track, and I wanted to come back with this video and let's have a bit of fun and not be so down. So quick review for those who are new, because I normally film the first weekend of the month and review the month prior, so I'm going to review the last 2 months. I started my cross stitch journey about 2 years in August now, so about 1 year and 3/4, and I do stitch everything, different types of things, but I started my cross stitch journey with 3 full coverage whips by the company Painfree Crafts, and the artist was Chris Dunn. I just love that combo, so that's pretty much the full coverage as you'll see from me is them two together. I'm a bit of a maniac. I'm not free with it, and I like a challenge. I like to say I'm going to stitch this and I'm not starting anything new till I stitch it. So I did one of the 3 back in October, November, if you want to check out one of them videos. And last time you guys saw me would have been like around the beginning of March, reviewing February, and I was just showing you where I was up to with the other 2. Okay, so that's just caught up. Sorry, I've got a dead leg. So in March, I mainly worked on cheese delivery. I'd said to you at the beginning of March, reviewing Feb, that the page I'd done in Feb was the most confetti. Well, I was lying through my teeth. The most confetti page was the one in March. It took me, I think, about 25 days to get it done. 5,000 stitches. It was like the second reason I didn't film. I just didn't feel like I had enough progress to show. So I got through it. I got to the other end. There were moments I felt like it was never going to end, but it did. I finished the page and I moved on to Wise Old Owl. Wise Old Owl, I then moved into April because I just wasn't happy obviously with the progress I'd got in March, so I just went straight into April with him. And then I was getting ready for work. I had like 10 minutes to kill. I was just drinking my coffee before I went to the office, and I just thought, out of interest, how many stitches have I got left on cheese delivery to do? So open pattern keeper, which tells you how many is in the whole piece, how many stitches and how many you've done, and I subtracted the 2, and it says something like I had 13,500 stitches left on cheese delivery. I was like, what? I was like, let me get this right. So I've got 28 days or something for us to do my next video. I know because of Flosstube, and I know how many stitches I've done per month, that I've done on months prior 15 to 16k. I can actually knock out a finish on cheese delivery. So I decided right there and then, Wise Old Owl was coming out the queue snap when I got home from work, and I was getting cheese delivery in. And that's what I did. I worked on cheese delivery. The goal was to finish him last Friday, so 4 days ago, and wash and do everything and film on the weekend. That would have been nice, but stitching doesn't work like that. I just needed the extra weekend to finish it. So I finished cheese delivery last night before my birthday at 11:30, 9th of May. Yay! I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm telling you that. I got him straight in the wash. I filmed it and I let him dry overnight, and I'm going to be able to show you cheese delivery finished today. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, guys, so that's caught us up. What's happening today in the video, so I'm rushing a bit, I'm sorry. I've got Mama Flossabilities coming over at 9:30 for croissants and cards, so I'm so excited, and she's going to bring her cross stitch with me, so I can just, it's like an MI5 operation this, I'm like grabbing the cross stitch and going to go and film it behind the scenes. I won't be in person, just so I can get her whips on this video. So I'm sorry it's a little bit rushed, but I just want to get going. I've got this one day of opportunity to get moving with this video. So she's coming over at 9:30. So you're going to see today her whips, and she's got a finish as well. I'll show you that. You're going to see my whip, my one whip. Wise Old Owl, because there is some progress. It's not huge, but there's progress, and I will show you a before and after of cheese delivery. And then, just like I did with Halloween, I am going to milk this, and there is a whole behind the scenes where we go up close on cheese delivery, get to look at all the mice, because there's lots of different areas you haven't seen, and just look at it in detail and go over some stats. And then right at the end, I have plans, and you're probably thinking, surely your plan is just to work on Wise Old Owl, and you're right, it is, but I've done some maths. I've got realistic timeframes of when this might be finished for us. I've also going to reveal when I'm going to do my new rotation, what video, so if you stay tuned for that at the end, I'll go over that. And I also have a little bit of haul, not birthday haul. These I had vouchers from Christmas for 123 Stitch, and a few months back I ordered some bits. I've just not filmed since. Half of the haul is for the new rotation, just kitting up. So I'll show you that when I show the new rotation. But I did treat myself to 3 patterns for the collection. So I just want to share my joy in receiving them with you. So that's that. The final other thing I just want to bring up, Mama is retired and she's like my little scout. So she'll text me and go, oh, I found a new floss tuber for us. Oh, check out this lady. And she sent me a text to say, watch Cat V Stitches. And I've been binge watching Cat V Stitches. I'm so glad Mama's found her. She's very similar to me in terms of she's from the north of England. She's got cats and they are so funny because they're just completely overtaking a video all the time. But she's fabulous. I just love her, and she's got some fabulous projects. She does amazing stitching and so fast, so fast. Full-time worker like me, a lot of similarities. So Kat, hi, and yeah, please go watch her, subscribe, give love. I might do like a little Flosstube of the month segment where I bring up a Flosstuber that I've seen or no. So my first one this month's Cat V Stitches. I think I mentioned Lizzie Little Loops in my last video. 2 Northern England ladies. So yeah, I'm sure someone else shouted out Cat V Stitches before and I've just missed it, and yeah, it just gets so busy. Anyway, right, focus, Lauren. So I'll let you go now. Next segment you're going to see is Mama Flossabilities whips, the whips and FO, the behind the scenes, and then we'll come back and do my whips. Okay, see you in a minute. Hi guys, right, just as promised, I've got Mama Flossabilities here in the room with me.
Hello.
She stayed off camera, she's a bit shy, but she's got some whips with her and we're actually going to get to see them in person today. So the first one is a long dog sampler that she started, which is Opening Gambit. She's doing it on this 32 count antique white, and I think she said she's about 2.23%. Yeah. So nice start there, Mama Flossabilities. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous on this fabric. Lovely. Just so you know, any kind of stats or counts or fabric types I'm missing, I'm going to put it in the show notes at the end. Here's one that you guys have seen before. So this is Forest Santa on 25 count easy guide, and Mama's very close to the end, and she said to me she's going to actually just go cross country with this at the end because there's only a few colours in it.
43.59%.
43.59% she is. How lovely is that Santa? Just going on him, and the reindeer and the antlers. And I know Debbie from Craftivating Creations will enjoy seeing this one because you've started it because Mama enabled you. Lovely. And then here is Mama's finish.
A finished object.
Yes, an FO, a finished object. How cute is this guy? This is an Etsy pattern, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an Etsy pattern. So again, if we can find where this is from, we'll pop this in the show notes.
I think it's Max Stitches she's called.
Max Stitches, Mum thinks she's called.
Bird, I think.
Christmas bird. Look at this little sparkler he's holding. It's so cute. So this is something that you haven't seen before. She started it and then went on holiday recently and finished it whilst on holiday, and I think it's absolutely adorable. So this will be out near Christmas time. So yeah, just give you an overview. So sorry this is quick, guys. As I said, today's my birthday, so everything's a bit rushed, but these are Mama's whips and FO, and I'll take you over to my whips now. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. Right, guys, we're back. Got me cross-stitch journal planner for me notes, for me stitches. Right, so Wise Old Owl, so as I said, worked very briefly on end of March and into April, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. This is what it looked like last time you saw it. And let me just grab him. And this is where we are today. Oh, I need to go back. Just go back so we can get an overview. So obviously not the focus, not the hugest amount of work done, but I have finished this page. A lady messaged me and said, did you find that page very confetti? Because that's where they started. And I did. And I realised that a lot of Chris's pieces, the bottom is the front, the closest thing to the viewer. So just maybe as a heads up, I mean, you'll be able to gauge it from looking at the artwork, whether that's the case in that particular piece you're doing. But you're going to find it's more confetti where it needs to be more detailed at the beginning. So yeah, we have a globe. I think it was called armillary. We started getting this ink pot, more of this clock just leaning against the wall. There's a leaf there. I'm trying to catch the light because it's early in the morning. More of the telescope. So I did move into this page. But yeah, this is how much we've got left of him, bottom row. It doesn't look a lot, but each of the pages I've combined with the bottom of the partial page. So the 5,000 piece stitches per page. So there's still quite a bit to go on him, even though it doesn't, you know, we are getting there. Some stats. Oh, it's like a nice shawl. Last time you saw me, I have done, sorry, since you last saw me, I have done 3,094 stitches, and he's now at 79.78%. He was at 77.51. So he's not, I mean, you wouldn't think it because of how much I've done, but I actually haven't even hit 80% yet, but we're very close. But my partner really wants to see this one finished. It's his favourite. He actually picked cheese delivery, but the more and more I've stitched on this one, he loves it. We call him Archimedes from Disney's Sword in the Stone, you know, that talking owl. But yeah, loving that one, guys. That's me focus now. Right, cheese delivery. God, I'm excited, can you tell? Okay, this is what it looked like last time you saw it, back in something like the 6th of March. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. And here he is today, hot off the presses, all finished. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So he's very slightly damp and I think it's coming up darker, but I just needed to get this bit, but very slightly. It's a full piece. There is a lot going on with this. This is why I've done a behind the scenes segment. I have ironed it, but it seems to be a little bit creased. I'll be playing about with it, guys. I just needed to get the filming going. I'm gonna put him flat on the bed, go up close with him, and we'll take a look at each of the bits and talk about Chris's artwork and things like that. So anything I found on his blog, just of kind of points of interest, but he's finished. Like I said, I won't go up too close now. I'm going to do that later. I'll probably film that bit after Mama's gone and then I can just merge it. So that's it. I'm not going to show you the Sal, guys. I'll bring that up in the plans. I'm also doing a Painfree Craft Sal. I'm glad I started it because I wanted to be part of that journey. I'm just going to leave that today completely talking about, you know, what's been released. Most people are filming it on Instagram. I'll be working on him soon in a new rotation. I think that's one thing that's kind of an obvious, not giving it away really, that I'm going to be putting that in the new rotation. So he's going to have dedicated slot, and I'll show you the segment that I'm working on and put a picture up there. So I'm not going to go there with that. It's been put right on the back burner because I'm just too close with these to lose 5, 6, 7 days working on something that's nowhere near finished when this is so close. So yeah, so I'll take you over now to the behind the scenes of cheese delivery, and then we'll come back and discuss plans, and I'll show you my little bit of haul. See you in a minute, guys. Bye. Hi guys, it is the 9th of May, 11:30 in the evening. That is when I have finished cheese delivery, and I am by my sink, ready to wash it. I'm sorry I'm speaking quietly, but I don't want to disturb everyone. My goal is to wash it now, give it an hour, and then have it hanging out from midnight onwards, so that hopefully it's dry overnight. So just like I did for Halloween, I've got just off the boil kettle water here, so it's very hot. I know a lot of you always worry about it. This is why I do it for us. DMC can handle really high temperatures. It's the only projects I wash is ones that are stitched fully with DMC, and probably just only my full coverage, maybe Dimension kit. I'm using some Tesco hand wash liquid. It doesn't have to be Tesco, it can be any company, so it's for delicates and cotton. I'm going to dump cheese delivery, so just bear with me while I grab it. I'm doing exactly what I did last time because it worked so well. Here it goes. Ooh. See if we can get it all in. It doesn't look very deep, the water on the video, but it is actually quite deep. So get it in for now, and I'm going to mess about with it. So there's the ceremonial dunking of the piece. So basically what will happen now is I leave it to soak. I'll top it up with more water, hot water, kind of come back every 15 minutes to check on him, and I agitate. It's just a bit like I'm doing now, so I'll like rub the grid lines together against other fabric, and I'll just move the piece around so it's not sitting in one place, and I'll just leave it for about an hour until the grid lines are gone. And it worked last time. I think the key is hot water and agitation. But yeah, he's sitting in there quite comfortably now, and like I said, I'll just move it around to fill it up with a bit more water because it's quite a big piece, this one. But that's cheese delivery all in, and hopefully next time you see it, when I show you kind of behind the scenes in a bit more detail, all the grid lines will have gone. But everyone said this was helpful last time, so I just wanted to show you this again. I tend to wash my full coverage because I've been working on it for so long, so dirt is bound to have accumulated. I stitched 2/1, so I want them Q-snap lines, any ridges gone, and just fluff it up and brighten it. So yeah, hopefully it'll do the trick like last time. I'm going to mess about with it now, guys, but thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next section. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so Mama Flossabilities have gone. I've had a couple of hours chill, let the piece dry a bit more, and I've tried to iron it again. I just wanted to show you a close-up and just go over some different stats. So this is the finished result. Grid lines came out great again, that process really works for me. I'm just going to zoom in a bit on some of the different elements of the piece. I've got a lot of backwards writing. I remember that being particularly confetti. I think, so this is the main bit that you guys haven't seen. So we've got some new mice appear here. I always envisioned that this is their husband and wife. I don't know why. Maybe that's their child, and these are shop workers. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mice and an otter with a peg on his nose. So I've just got some information about it written down here. So it was stitched 2 strands over 1, easy guide. I think compared to Halloween, the other piece I did, the 2/1 was slightly harder on this because of just the detail and the confetti at the end. But I don't regret my choice. I do like stitching 2/1. It's a 400 by 308 stitches piece. There is exactly 123,200 stitches here that you can see. The finished size is 16-inch wide by 12.32 height. There's only 70 colours used, which I think is amazing for how it looks. I went back to my oldest photo in my album because my Instagram was sadly hacked this year, so I couldn't go on and see where I went, oh, new start, guys. So my oldest beginning photo where I'd done like that was the 12th of May, 2 days time, in 2019. Now I know I stopped working on my full coverages and had about 6 months off to work on some others so that I can then just carry on with these 3 that I had left, these big 3 full coverages. So I think all in all it's took me about 2 years, which I don't think is too bad. I think I could have done it quicker at times, but yeah, I think that's quite good going. So one of the things I love about this piece is that it's very different to the other pieces. If you think about the vibrance of Halloween that I showed you, still done by the same artist, this is a very muted piece, a very old-fashioned kind of sepia-looking piece. And I went on Chris Dunn's blog, the artist, and he said it was a challenging piece to paint because he used a restrictive range of colours. He lent heavily on yellow ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber and sepia throughout the process. And that's clear because you can see this kind of muted. So from a cross stitcher's point of view, there's less colours, but there's a lot of samey colours. There's a lot of just slight variation using the next shade up, of kind of this kind of biscuity colour a lot, creams, browns. So I think this one was slightly harder, I would say, to stitch than Halloween. I mean, it's still just X's and picking a colour, but in terms of having to think a bit more and being able to visibly see it. Another interesting fact, this shop that they're in is Stenson, and I think it's one of these backwards words that you can't really tell, but he said that Stenson is one of his own family's surnames, and also Hartley, the name on the van. So that was nice that he used his family's surnames to create this. Oh, the light's just gone down, so it's changed its colour. And ultimately, it's the story of this otter who has a peg on his nose, if you can see, and he's delivering this fresh box of cheeses, and these two worker mice are very excitedly throwing out all the straw stuffing to get to the cheese. These are shopping for cheeses, maybe this one here as well with a little hat on, and these guys are working in the shop selling. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm really, really glad I did it. I'm gonna wait until Wise Old Owl is finished, sorry, and then I'm gonna get a frame for this one and Wise Old Owl. But yeah, a really, really enjoyable stitch. I know that this has probably been one of, I've enabled a lot of people with this one. I've seen this one pop up everywhere compared to my other two. So I think a lot of people have fallen in love with cheese delivery. And I'm so glad to see that, because Chris Dunn's artwork is just phenomenal. So we'll just go over a few details. Again, love all these cheeses. The scales, just big wedges of cheeses. The mice. I love the tins, this bag on the counter. The whole thing is just gorgeous. I'm just so proud of myself for getting through it, because it was a slog at times, but yeah, that's cheese delivery all finished. Hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I'll see you back at the main video now. Hi guys, back with plans and haul. So, oh, I forgot to write this down, but I've got my pattern keeper here, luckily. Okay, so the first plan is, let me just get this in my head. I think I'd already worked this out. Yeah, right, okay. The Wise Old Owl is now my focus, and I'm working on nothing else. He has about, I think it was 28,000 stitches still left in that bottom row. Can you believe it? So it's not oh, I'm gonna do that next month. I'm being realistic. I think I'll do again about 13 to 15k stitches. I have to account for the fact that I have got a wedding at the end of the month, and even though I am off for a bit, the wedding will take up a couple of days, but you know, we're traveling to it. It's in North Wales. I'm also hoping in the time after the wedding, I've got another week off, and I'm going to get some good stitching done, but I'm hoping to go the Nimble Thimble with Mama Flossabilities. So I'll lose a day there, things like this. So I think that I'm going to hopefully be able to do 13, 15k stitches on it. Come back to you next month and I'll show you a lot of the row done, but we won't have a finish. I think that's unrealistic. What I'm going to do next video, just not only just to bulk it out, but because I think, you know, it's getting real now, guys. I've worked so long and hard, and my excitement and reward is showing you guys my new rotation and playing with my cross stitch and kitting it up and picking what I want to start. And next video, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have my new rotation reveal, and we're going to see my new projects finally, and how many days they got on them and the reasons, and we're going to have fun looking at that together. And the reason I'm doing it next video before Wise Old Owl is finished is that if I then start working on Wise Owl the next month and have a surprise finish in the middle of the month before I'm seeing you, and I might want to start stitching my new rotation, I don't want to start them without having shown you them first, if that makes sense. And I want to show you them at kind of like level 0 and say, this is what I'm stitching, these are the fabrics, this is that, so that if I do start any by chance, you know, I just knock out a finish in the middle of the month, I can actually just kind of go, right, and here's my continuation of whips. So so next month you're going to see my new rotation, and you're going to see where I got up to with Wise Old Owl, and then I'm hoping the following month we've got another finish. So let me get my bearings, hang on, it's May. So it'll be like July's video reviewing June, I think. So in July's video, I'm hoping I've come back with a finish. And so basically the first 6 months of the year, I've finished off the 2 other full coverages, and I've got the rest of the year to work on new projects. It's very exciting times. So, and I've kind of realised that, you know, we're probably going to miss them a bit, and I think I am, but I'm hopefully going to put them up behind me here. This is not our permanent home, it's a temporary home. We can't put nails in the wall, so my plan is to have cheese livery in my kitchen, but for now I think I'm just going to have them up here so that we can always see them for a bit. So yeah, so that's my plans. So for anyone who doesn't like haul, it's only 3 patterns, but if you don't like it, I'll say goodbye to you now. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you remember to like, subscribe and comment, and yeah, thank you very much. Okay, those staying with me. Like I said, I'm sorry this is so rushed, but it is my birthday, you know. I want to chill. Okay, so the first pattern I bought is one that I actually bought from Mama Flossabilities, which she got back into stitching. I was showing her some patterns like from like people had stitched that I like Miss So Crafty, and she like loved this pattern, and I was like, I love it too, that's why I'm showing you. And then I bought it her, and I've wanted it ever since, so I finally just bought it, and we might do some sort of sell for it later down the line. I've no plan to start it right this minute, but it's one I want to own, and it's in the cupboard ready to start. And this is Spooky House, Sandra Parlow Cross Stitch Designs, published by X&O's. Oh, I love this, absolutely love it. I know it's a lot of work, but I've always wanted to own this one. What I love about it is the tree is like a woman. The gravestones, there's a bit of humour in this, says see you later, and Ted and buried. And there's like little people in the house. The house itself looks like a face. It's just a really cool cross stitch. I believe the moon's a lot of work, and I'm thinking you can do it in glow in the dark fabric, which is really cool. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. So I bought myself this with my Christmas vouchers, and I'm really excited to stitch that. Yeah, X&O's. So yeah, me and Mama might do some sort of spooky stitch sal at some point when we decide to start this. But I've got a few other spooky ones I want to stitch first. This has only just been added. There's a lot more been languishing, so okay, that's that one. Next one, in the kind of same vein, I've had a bit of a Halloween kick. I bought Autumn Lane Stitchery Autumn Town. There's a bit of glare on that. I just love this. Do you know what I tend to buy patterns that remind me of something. So I love the Disney's The Adventures of Mr. Toad and Ichabod, and I know you might not have seen this, but it's a cartoon. First, Wind in the Willows and Adventures of Mr. Toad, so I've got to love it for that. And then it goes into The Tale of Ichabod Crane at Sleepy Hollow, and they're like my 2 favourite kind of stories in animation. And at the beginning, they show Sleepy Hollow town kind of turn to autumn from a distant shot, and it reminds me of that. And I just think it's so beautiful. I think there's probably a bit of block stitching, and I'm just really excited to have that up. And I've got these kind of fake leaves, so I'll probably like put it around like they have. But yeah, that's Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is my first Autumn Lane Stitchery pattern, but I saw it, and you know, you just, yeah, I want that. I do want that. So that's going to the collection. So that's that one. And then finally, take it out, it's baggy. I haven't seen this floating about. Maybe I'm not looking at, you know, the right person. But I really like this. If you know me and you've watched my videos, you know I love anything Victorian. And I probably have got quite old-fashioned taste for my age, really. But I absolutely love this. It's not the best photo, but it's a Joan Elliott design piece, and it's called A Victorian Lady's Garden. I think getting a bit closer. I think this border is going to be absolutely stunning in real life. And it's got all these different flowers that a lady's Victorian garden would have, and it's got the names of them kind of in swirly calligraphy writing. I just can visualise it up in my home around spring and summer, and I just absolutely loved it, and I took the plunge and bought it with my vouchers. And I love Joan Elliott patterns, and I've not seen many people stitch it, and it actually attracted it to me more because I'm like, oh, I don't know what it looks like stitched. So yeah, so they're the 3 patterns I bought, and like I said, I use most of my vouchers kitting up projects, and like I said, I'm hoping to go the Nimble Thimble the first week of June with Mama, and I'm a bit worried about going. I think I'm going to spend a lot. So next month's video might be really fun. I think I might have hopefully a bit of haul from the Nimble Thimble. You never know, might have some birthday haul from today. And we're going to do Wise Old Owl's progress, and we're going to reveal the new rotation. Next month's video is really fun, and I'm so happy that it's just naturally landed when I've got a week off from work, so I can really take my time kitting things up, and preparing for the video won't be quite as rushed as this one. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for bearing with me last month, and for bearing with my miserable face between January and February and March. I am someone who is very affected by my surroundings. I am prone to a little bit of sadness at times, and I think it was just a bit obvious in my last video. So yeah, but it's okay, it happens, you know. I feel you if that happens to you. Yeah, I have got a little bit of my spring display up here, and just quickly, I know I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that let's see if it'll let me grab it. Oh, I can reach it. I finished this Easter cross-eyed cricket, and I said to you I'm going to see if it'll fit in here, and it clearly doesn't. There's flowers here, you can't see them. So this is not an FFO. I literally just went, oh, it didn't fit, but it fit close enough, and I just kind of put it in the back, put the top on, didn't lace it. It's coming out this month. But it's been okay, you know, just sitting like that. I'd rather have it somewhat up than not at all, and I'm going to work on finishing these. I'm not going to attempt to put that back up on Saturday. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the end of spring, and I'll see you first month of summer. Oh my God, where's that gone? Next month, and yeah, love you all. See you soon. Bye. Bye.